It is so great seeing my next guest back in action. He's going to be taking on Fares Ziam coming up here at UFC Fight Night on November 20th. It's Terrance McKinney back here on the program. Terrance, how's it going, man?
Man, it's always a pleasure. Good to be on the show again.
Yeah,
Always.
it's good. It's good to talk to you, man. Before we talk about this fight, man, we did our interview. We did the interview before you got signed to the UFC. Then we did the interview after you won your fight. But how has life changed since that win? You've really become like a fan favorite. I see it on social media, the love and everything, man. How have things changed since that debut?
It's been like a movie. I'm just really grateful to God, man. It's just crazy how this whole fight really changed my life. That's why you guys seen the overwhelming emotions that was coming from me, the tears, and I just feel the blessings. They just keep coming. It's just been unreal.
Well,
Been awesome.
you put such a positive message out there, of course, with the overdosing and just, I was curious about that. Do you have a lot of people hitting you up about addiction and things like that? Because you've become sort of this role model in the MMA community for the things that you've overcome.
Yeah, I try to message as many fans as I can, wherever they're going through. I talked about it, I give them advice because, like I said, I was a counselor at one point, so it's real easy, just to get connected with people and giving them the emotional connect they need, even through the phone.
That's awesome, man. And it must be so gratifying to help people out as well. I mean, and using your platform in a positive way. We've seen other fighters maybe not do that, but it's been good to see you doing that. And just sort of last thing on the social media stuff, it really seems like you're having fun with Twitter, man. I see you on there every day. You're a great follower. You're always getting in there, getting your picks and stuff. How much fun has that been since you've been in the UFC? It seems like everyone sort of considers you one of the MMA Twitter OGs.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, man. Like once I got in UFC, I was like, I'm just have to go crazy on Twitter because I always like when it used to pop on the screen. I was like, oh, I know that dude, or. So I was like, and I just love the fights. I truly love the sport, so I'm always talking about it. Always thinking about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about this fight. It seems like you got a full camp. Is that accurate? It seems like you got plenty of notice for this one.
Oh yeah, we've been doing all the necessary steps. I'm training different. I'm lifting. I'm running. It's just different, now that I'm in UFC because like any day I could be cut. So I just refuse to take this for granted. And I know I got to put the extra work in, and I can't just be doing the normal stuff I was doing.
What are some things you've done differently for this camp?
I got a personal trainer, Bryce, and I've been doing elevation training at this summit play. It's called Summit, and it's in the valley. So we're just really making sure we're hitting every aspect of my body. So like I'm not getting tired at all. We just want to be ready for 3 rounds if necessary. Show people that I'm not just a one-round pony. We can
Yeah.
finish any round.
Love it, man. Let's talk about your opponent here. 12-3 record. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I think this is a perfect second matchup for my UFC fight. He's a striker. I'm a wrestler, so let's see what happens.
Training camp, you talked a bit about it there. Who have been some of the main training partners for this one, helping you get ready for this fight?
I really train with Brian McDowell because he's tall, and I train with Jose Ferreira right now. Those like my main two sparring guys that I go with, but really I just go with the whole team, like anyone I can grab.
Yeah. And a lot of up and comers from what I hear. And that's, I talked to a lot of fighters about that. They like, having guys that are still having to prove themselves because there's no ego there, right? They're going to give you a tough round because they're still trying to prove themselves. Do you find that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. They always give me their best,
Yeah.
and I feel we learn from each other,
Yeah.
You only good as your teammates, if you're not getting them better, you're not a good teammate.
I
Everyone
agree.
should be involving in the sport if you're really out there being a team player.
Weight cut. We got a bit of time, but how's all that going? I didn't eat too much Halloween candy last night.
Yeah, this weight cut's going to be easy again. We're already looking good, so.
Awesome. That's good, man.
Like not only not weighing less, but I'm feeling bigger at the same time.
Right. And have you found the cut a little bit easier as well, just with the added strength and conditioning? You mentioned, sort of changing that up a little bit. We know that, you're probably burning more calories than you're used to.
Yeah, I am, and I'm actually trying to eat better this time around. So like, I'm walking about like 173 like every day, so like, not too bad. The 17 pounds.
Cool. Who's going to be making the trip with you? Who will be in your corner for this fight?
I'll have Pablo Alfonso and my boy Jacoby Jones, and I'm gonna try to get my mom in the corner since like they're not allowing tickets at the fight night.
Really? That's cool. So
I
your
had to
mom's going
get
to be
her
in your
registered.
corner for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to register in so I can get in the corner.
Is she actually going to be in the cage? Because I know sometimes you have like the corner, you know, there's I think a couple corners and then one sort of sits off to the side. Is she or be in the back with you? But will she actually be in the cage with you?
She's gonna probably sit out the cage, and my coach gonna come in, but she's gonna be right there.
Okay. Has she done that before, or is this the first time?
No, this is the first time she'll ever be doing that.
That's awesome, man. How cool is that? I mean, listen, you've already wrapped up the, you know, Mother's Day for next year doing this for her, right? Or early Christmas present too. That seems pretty good.
Exactly.
That's cool, man. Awesome. And how do you see the fight playing out on November 20th? I know you feel like you're going to get your hand raised, but how do you envision the fight playing out?
I just wanted to bring the excitement, and we're gonna look for another first round finish and keep the ball rolling.
Makes sense. Don't get paid by the hour. We just had UFC 267 on the weekend. I know you were watching. Just your thoughts on first the Islam Makhachev defeating Dan Hooker. Just your reaction to that fight, because that's in your division.
Whew, yeah, that just shows, that his grappling strength is crazy. He basically just grabbed him like he was a little boy and bent his arm. It was crazy. I was very surprised.
And then sort of the other performance that people are talking about, Khamzat Chimaev, that quick submission went over Li Jingliang. What did you think of that?
Yeah, that dude's a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
One strike absorbed 4 fights in UFC. That's pretty insane.
Where does a win put you here? If you get another quick win like last time, maybe not as quick as last time, but still, if you get another finish here, does that kind of get you closer to getting one of those ranked opponents? Or what are you sort of looking at with the optics of a win here?
If I win here, I'm definitely getting the ranked opponent, and I want to fight the ranked opponent on the Seattle card in February.
Is that confirmed? I heard rumblings about that. I hope it goes to Seattle because it's a quick drive for me.
Yeah. If I was waiting for it to confirm, I think it's confirmed. One of my friends, they asked him to be on the card. So
interesting. Okay, well there you go. Terrance McKinney doing my job, breaking a little bit of news here. I mean, it would make sense, right? Because they have the new arena with the Seattle Kraken. So I mean, I'm sure they want to try that out. It's supposed to be like a world class arena or anything. I don't know if you've been yet.
No, I haven't, but I can't wait. If everything plans out, Lord willing, like it's supposed to, man, it's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, you can watch. Apparently, you can watch the game like from street level. They have windows to go in there. I don't know if you knew that.
Man, that's sick.
Yeah, apparently. But then I heard they also closed it. So I don't know if that's something they're going to do every once in a while. But still, that's kind of revolutionary, right? Which is kind of cool there.
Yeah.
Like I said, you've really taken this opportunity and run with it from, winning the debut. And, like I said, you're becoming one of the more popular guys on social media. Do you have any advice to anyone that's looking to break into the UFC? Some things you've learned since you've gone through this? Because you're someone that obviously gets it, because we're seeing the popularity that you've had since winning your UFC debut.
I'll tell them, no matter how good you get, just always listen to your coach, because they can see stuff that you don't see. Just always be humble in the sport, because it'll humble you. That's all I got to say.
Okay, very well said. And again, just one fight in the UFC, but I know you were a guy who's been grinding away forever on the regional scene. Just how much better is the pay in the UFC compared to the regional scene? Just to give people an idea, because I think they don't realize that, a lot of times you're kind of paying your own way just to take some of these fights.
Yeah, I'm making like triple whatever I'd make like on LFA, all those other places.
That's good. That's great to hear. Downtime, what's that looking like right now? Are you watching any other sports? You watching any TV, video games? What are you doing when you're not in the gym training right now?
Fantasy league. And
NFL or NBA? What are you getting into?
NFL. And then I just be checking my NBA scores. The Hornets looking nasty this year. LaMelo's the truth. I love watching that kid play. He's filthy.
Is that your team, or are you one of those guys that just like specific players?
Yeah, I just like specific players, yeah.
I'm waiting for the Sonics to come back, man. I got my heart broken twice. The Grizzlies moved in Vancouver. They moved to Memphis. There's no Grizzly Bears in Memphis. And then I was, cheering for the Sonics, and then they moved too. So it's been tough in the Pacific Northwest. Don't you agree?
Yeah. But if I had to go, it'd be the Lakers. I hope the Lakers win it all.
Okay. LeBron guy, I take it?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Figured as much. Terrance, thanks so much for doing this, man. Always a pleasure. It's UFC Fight Night coming up here November 20th. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Shout out to Iridium Sports Agency and Gold Group Agency. You know, they're taking care of me. Those my guys. Shout out to Pablo and my mom and dad, Katara Johnson and Tony Jones. And just the biggest shout out to God, you know, just for like getting me through all this and just letting everything just flow the way it's supposed to. I just know I'm on the right course right now, and I'm just not going to let it go. Just going to keep it running.